Well, good morning. Another day. Another day. Oh, man. Fire went out. Yeah, the fire went out. I tried to keep it going because it was freaking cold last night. Damp. Rain again. Hard. Holy cow. I'm tired of the rain. I'm tired of the rain. I gotta get up and I don't think there's going to be any chance of getting this fire going easily. It's going to be a chore and a half because everything's soaked. But whatever. Oh, I hear another airplane. I wish I was on an airplane going to Hawaii right now. All right. It stopped raining probably half an hour ago. I've been up for a little bit, but I didn't want to budge until I knew the rain was going to stop. Because I'm a little damp and I didn't want to get wetter. Anyways, time to get up and at it. That's all I got left for wood. So I'm not even going to bother lighting the fire here this morning. I gotta go get more wood. Well, Mother Nature is kicking my ass this trip. Oh, she's kicking my ass. No food. Hard rain every single day. Very little firewood. She's kicking my ass. What do you do? No sense complaining about it. No sense complaining about it. Gotta find some wood and keep trying for food. My back's a little sore. My back's a little sore today. I kind of tweaked it the other day building the shelter and it's sore. Geez, there's a tree right there. Is that one dead? That sucker, I think, is dead all the way to the top. Well, I can try that one. You know what? I didn't expect this trip to be like my last trip last year. I just didn't, because last year I had no problem with wood and no problem with food. So I wasn't expecting. It's not a storybook, right? It's not like a storybook out here, and it's not like a movie where everything turns out good and works out good. This is pretty raw, and you take what you're served. So I wasn't expecting I didn't know what to expect, and especially being in an area that I've never been to before. Excuse me, the area I went to last year, I knew fairly well, and so I knew there was wood, I knew there was water, and I was certain there was an abundance of food. So, and I was right this year. I don't know. I don't know. It's all new to me. I don't even know what I'm going to do with my shelter because it's keeping me relatively dry. I mean, the other night I was wet. Like, it had a bit of a leak coming through down the tarp or whatever, but you can see now I've kind of fixed the top up and readjusted some of them logs, and I'm afraid if I put too much, my resources right now, or my energy right now needs to be spent on food. I gotta find some food, and I gotta find a better supply of wood, more than just a day's worth. So that's what I'm gonna focus on. Last night the shelter kept me somewhat dry. It was just damp from the damp air, and the fire helped a lot. So I'm gonna focus on food and wood. I hope this tree's dry and not gonna. I think I'll know once I cut a couple pieces of it. Even one chunk. It should be dead, but the way my luck's going this trip, I spend all this time cutting into chunks to find out it's wet, and I'm not gonna do that. Trusty old Agawa Boreal 21. What a great saw. I've had this saw for a few years now, and it's phenomenal. Love it. On to the next one. I can use that for my shelter, but it's not going to be good firewood. Like there's nothing. Alright, I gotta go find a different area for friggin' wood. Because this ain't cutting it. Well, these aren't big, but they're dead. They're dead, and they'll be easy for me to cut. Two. Three. That ain't bad. It's a good start. I'm going to get these back to camp and get them cut up. There's one more right here. One. There's 3. Now I'm going to start doing some cutting. It's hard work dragging. Well, that's 3 logs. 3 logs cut up. Doesn't look as much now as it did before. I think I'm going to take advantage of the drier weather, and I'll go on the hunt for even more wood. I'm going to need it. Next to food, well, I guess actually I need fire before I can even have food, so I'd say fire is my first most important thing, and then food. I try not to think about it, let the lack of food get to me, because there's just no point. There's nothing you can do about it other than just keep trying, so. I mean, I know there's one chicken around here. I don't know if there might not be any more than that, but there's got to be more. Can't be just one. Usually with grouse, where there's one, there's many, or several. So I'll keep looking. What else am I going to do? Run to the grocery store or go to McDonald's? God. I could actually go for a cup of coffee right about now. Let me tell you, I probably got that much more again over there, I'm thinking, so it's a good start. All right, back at it. Well, I've been out for probably an hour hiking and no chickens. I've heard a few squirrels, but no chickens. Seen some deer shit, some more moose shit, so there's life here, but it's pretty scarce. At least the chickens are. It's good grouse country too, like there's no reason they shouldn't be here. I just haven't seen any yet. Oh well, we got all day. We got all day. Well, excuse me, we got about half a day because I spent the first half a day getting firewood. I think I got enough wood for a couple of days. Hope. It's kind of the way it goes though here. Is you have your daily chores, right? Wood, water, and food. Wood, water, and food. Yeah, look at the moose shit here. Again, it's not really the best moose country, but well, the moose, for me anyways, I don't think it's the best moose country. The moose sure like it though. The thing is I don't hunt moose down here. Look at this game trail. Look at this game trail into here. Little creek in here. Boy, my energy levels are down. My energy levels are down. That's what happens when you don't eat, right? You get tired and lethargic. Look at all the moose shit in here. Well, I'll just keep plugging away here. Bound to run into a chicken at some point in time, I would think. I would hope. Alright, I'm going to sign off here for a bit. Actually, before I sign off, I'm hoping that somebody can answer this for me. I've seen a bunch of these. Why is there mushrooms in the trees? Why? I don't know what kind of mushroom it is, and I don't care. But I'm curious as to why I've seen several now. Mushrooms in the branches like that. Is that another one there? Yeah, there's another one there. What in the shit in hell is that all about? Hopefully somebody can tell me, because I don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. Alright, now I'll sign off for a bit. Another mushroom in the tree. I don't get it. I don't understand that whatsoever. Do they grow? Maybe those ones grow up on the trees. There's another one way up there. There's another one way up on that tree. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in on that one. Because that one's pretty... You guys see that one up there? Up in that tree? Friggin' bizarre, man. Some broken trees. Huh. Interesting. Alright, how do I get back to my shelter? I think I'm at the top of the ridge now. Alright, well, people, I'm going to go take a break for a little bit. Back in my shelter in about 20 minutes. I'm going to take a break for a little bit and have some water and maybe go back out again. Persistence, right? Alright, I'll catch you later. I'm going to see if I can't get a little bit of a door built for the front of the shelter. I don't want to block it all off, but I wouldn't mind maybe closing this half right in. Just have a little doorway here and have a bit of a flap or something. Kind of what I'm thinking. So maybe I'll collect some boughs. Actually, if I can find a couple more small trees I can lean up against there, that would be kind of good too. So I'm going to do a bit of a hunt here for some trees, see what I can find. If I could score a few trees about this size, easy to get, I'd be happy. I'll probably need about a dozen of these to get this shelter closed off a bit on the front. And then I could intertwine a bunch of boughs, spruce boughs or pine boughs into them. And it would help keep a little bit of heat in. A little bit of my body heat. So I need this a little bit taller than myself. A little bit taller than me. About there. See if that'll do the trick. I think I should do it. It doesn't need to be that tall, but cut these up and see what I got. Remember all that cordage? All that paracord that I had from you a few days ago? Well, it's going to come in handy right now. I only used about half of what I took off of that thing, so. This little tree should do fine for this too, actually. I don't need it to be super strong that way. I have another problem that I've yet to come up with a solution, and that is I'm slowly running out of power in my power banks for my camera gear. My one power bank is down to about 10% left. The other one's got about 80% left. I'm trying to charge them as much as I can with my solar, but they're charging right now. This is the most sunlight I've had, and there's not really even any sunlight, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. This could turn into a bit of an issue for me for filming wise. So I'm trying to limit the amount of filming I do, you know, of the steps of things, just because I don't want to run out of power. If I run out of power, then none of this gets documented. So I got to do my best to conserve my power. I say pretty soon the squirrels are back on the menu. Anyways, I'm going to try to get this. I'm going to do one more cross member there, and then I can start weaving some boughs in there. And then if I wanted to, I could actually do the same thing here and build a bit of a frame like this and have it open. I might even consider doing that. We'll see what happens. But I'm gonna do a bit of work here, not film, just to conserve battery power, and we'll get some more here soon. I'll add a few more, just because I can. I like it. Gives you enough room to walk in. I found a real nice rock. Let's see if I can show you that. Look at this rock. It's just a slab of a rock, and I'm gonna see if I can't maybe do a little bit of flint mapping with that. The edges are rotten, but maybe do some flint mapping with that and turn that into a knife or something. Saving that for later. Was on my cooking rock, but that's getting in the way, so yeah, I like that. I think I'm gonna leave the door open for now. I'm not gonna build a door because I would never close the door, I don't think. The heat really radiates. I think if anything, I'm going to work on my fireplace a little bit more, but the heat radiates into the shelter, and then it kind of holds in there because of the cover, right? So I think if I can leave that open, I'll try that for a night, see how it looks, how it does. But I'm going to cut these poles off the top here. Well, there's today's progress on the shelter. So I got this little partition wall thing added here, and then I could build a little chair in there if I wanted to, or have a little chair here maybe for when I'm sitting by the fire, but it'll give me a little bit more protection from the wind and from that blowing rain, and then some boughs over the top of me here to do the same thing. So that's it for today. That's it for today. I need to wander around a little bit and see if I can find a chicken. I thought I heard one, but I haven't seen a chicken now in a few days, so it ain't looking good. But what do you do? What do you do? Sit around and complain about it, or just go make shit happen? Well, you make shit happen. One more day maybe, and then if nothing, my back is hurting. One more day, and if nothing happens on the chicken or hare end of things, no chickens or hares, then I'm going for squirrels, I think. We'll see. I don't know. I hate doing that. I'd sooner be real hungry than kill a squirrel just because. Maybe if I get no food, maybe maybe that's Mother Nature saying, hey, eat it. Beat it. Anyways, I'm going to try to find a chicken. See you later.